I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, so I decided to improve my skills in React.js and NextJS. Therefore, I made some research. What is in this ecosystem available? And I decided to give Payload CMS a try by redesigning and re-implementing my company website. I will show you my decisions, the experience I made, the knowledge I made, and I hope I can give you some knowledge and ideas of what Payload is and if it's something you could use too. Payload CMS is a content management system which has two goals or audiences. The first goal is to be code-centric for developers. That means as a developer, I can create my own components, and by defining the properties which are customizable, I can enable my new components inside the content management system. On the other hand, the marketers do not care about the code or about the components. For them, important is the content of a website so that they can achieve their sale goals or marketing goals. Therefore, Payload is very useful because the components which are developed by developers can be used and fully customized and placed wherever they have to be part of the website. One advantage with this purpose, which I see, is I can reuse my whole code base, all the components which I developed before, and I can reuse these components on different websites or projects. That enables me to set up new projects blazingly fast with existing components which are already tested and fully working, and I can customize them on my complete needs. That means I can, for each project, apply my own branding, color theming, design, and especially the content. And that enables me to easily create new websites, test new ideas, create new landing pages, or create new campaigns on an easy way. I want to show you now my website, which I built with Payload CMS. As you can see, I have a header section, I have a hero section, more sections coming further, the footer section, and also a navigation with different content, a contact us field, and to make you more visible what is happening from the developer and the marketer side, I will go now into the detail of this hero section. This is this part here in the middle. As you can see, compared to the tabled UI example, it basically is almost the same. You can use this with a code as a starting point if you are using Tailwind and adjust this to your needs. This is also what I have done. I can show you the code for this part. It's basically the simple hero section component. You see here, it's a basic React component which has four properties: title, announcements, subtitles, and links. And in this part, you see the code of which I got from the demo. I adjusted it, and if I scroll further down, you see here placeholders. Placeholders for the title, the subtitle, for each map for the links, and that's basically it for the component, which is, by the way, server-side rendered. And I have also a config TypeScript file, which declares how the component is configurable. You see here, I have different fields, the title, announcement, subtitle, and a link group, which are the links. Let's come back shortly to the website, and you will see that's it. The announcement, the title, subtitle, and the links. And coming now to the perspective of the marketer, we go to the admin UI of Payload CMS. This is the dashboard after I logged in, and I go straight forward to the home page. So I click on Pages. I click on Home. And here in the content section, you will see this is the simple hero area or component which I developed. You see here a title, you see announcements, you see a subtitle, and a list of links. I can add more links. This one is enough. And let's just try something. I want to get rid of the announcement. The new website since December is outdated, for example. Let's say I change it to please contact us just to see how simple it is. I click on publish changes. The update was successful. And if I want, I can go here to the preview and I will see the result with the changes. Please contact us. That's it. So a marketer can very easily change the content, but it's not the content only of the component. If I close this, you see here all my blogs, the feature section, statistics, the theme sections. I can move sections up and down, or I can add further ones. I just have to go to the add layout, and here you see the components I developed before. So here you see is the simple hero component. And that's basically it. So from the perspective of setting up a landing page with Payload CMS, that's it. I see three most reasonable ways to host a website with Payload CMS. One is the complete self-hosted one, so you are completely responsible and free deploying it on your own server. I didn't try this. Then you can use the Payload CMS cloud. As you can see here, they have their different models and pricings. I didn't try this either. Instead, what I did is to run Payload CMS inside the Versal cloud. And that was for me pretty straightforward. And also I'm sticking still to the free plan of Versal, and therefore have no need to migrate somewhere else. And I can recommend it to test it with Versal. It's easy. There are no big pain points. It was the first time I deployed a project to Versal, and most of it was straightforward. Coming to the pitfalls. Although Payload CMS is open source, and also the underlying technology with NextJS is open source, and also the deployment with Vercel for me in this case is free. This is also a big pitfall that I rely on 3 companies which could change their model at any time. So this is a big pitfall for me and a big risk which I'm taking, and I'm aware of it. Maybe this risk will never be a risk and nothing will occur, but I wanted to mention this. So if you're planning a project on this stack, it could be a pitfall in the future for you. If any of these companies change the licensing model, the prices increase, so whatever, just be aware of it and take your decision if you want to go this way or if you don't want to go this way. For a simple website, which could be a static website, Payload CMS is way too much. It's way simpler to have one HTML file, put it on a web server or web space even, and let it run. Payload CMS is a CMS system which provides way more features than a static website would ever need. And this makes it also more complicated. On the other side, this is something I really would like to try out in the future because there are many features which I see promising for new startup ideas or startup projects, because Payload CMS is also a database, dynamic database, which provides APIs via REST and GraphQL, and I can build a whole project, a whole SaaS project inside Payload CMS and be very flexible in everything what I do inside my project. So I can very easy test new features, test readjustments of content, components, deactivate, activate components, whatever I need to do to validate my idea. This is something I see a lot of benefits in content management system like Payload CMS, and this is something I would like to try out, but because I have no experience so far, I cannot give any recommendation if this is something worth to invest time and effort, or if it's simpler to do it by your own. I cannot predict it so far, but I would like to try it out. Trying out Payload CMS is very promising for me. So far, I could not see any negative impacts for me. I will give it a try in the future. I will continue with Payload CMS for my website at least. I will extend my website, try different components, try new approaches, and see where it will bring me. And I'm very excited to see how Payload CMS can benefit me. And I'm also very excited to get deeper into a technology framework with Vercel, NextJS, and gain there more knowledge. And I hope you see me again in a new video. And so far, share me your experience with Payload CMS. Did you have any positive or negative experience? Please write it down in the comments.